Hi, welcome to the Lawrence Technological University College of Architecture and Design buildLab. This is an introductory video that will give you an orientation to the space and talk about some of the safety rules and protocol within the space. So come on in. Sometimes we get pretty busy. If you see a sign that says we're over capacity, please come back later. Usually that's not a big issue. Prior to arriving, make sure that you have appropriate clothing on. So no open-toed shoes, no sandals, slippers, flip-flops, heels or Crocs, maybe worn in the lab. Don't wear any exceptionally loose clothing, particularly around the wrists. Watch out for things that might get caught in machines, necklaces, long hair. The strings on hoodies, maybe you need to tuck those into a shirt or something like that. And just be ready to work in an area that's a little bit loud and a little bit dusty. When you arrive, come on in, introduce yourself to one of the staff members working in the shop space here. Let them know what you're in here interested in doing. If you've used one of the tools before, they may ask you to still demonstrate your proficiency if they don't recognize you, and just please go along with them. We offer training on a case-by-case basis, so if you need to use a tool, just check with our staff, say, hey, this is what I'm interested in doing. And if they are familiar with you, then they'll just say, yeah, sure, you've been in here before, and you've shown me that you can use this tool safely. It's no problem, they'll let you use it. While you're in the lab, we would prefer that you wear safety glasses at all times. It's just easier that way. We also have face shields, so if you have prescription glasses and you wish to have a face shield, we have these available as well. We do have some hearing protection in the lab, also some disposable earplugs, but if you wish to bring your own gloves, dust mask, things of that nature, please feel free. When you're in the lab, please no headphone use. We want to make sure that the space everybody in the space is fully aware of their surroundings. And if you're too absorbed in sort of music or something like that, you may not be as attuned to the surroundings. We have a variety of safety systems, we have a number of tool shutoff buttons. And if you happen to be the person who is closest to one of the shutoff buttons when an emergency arrives, go ahead and push that button. It will turn off all of the buttons around the room. There's another one over there by Danny. Okay, and it doesn't do any harm to the machinery. We would rather everybody stay safe in the space. Turn that back on. Make sure that you plan enough time to clean up after yourself. So obviously, stuff on the table, make sure it gets in the bin. Stuff on the floor might be a slipping hazard for not just yourself but for other people. So make sure you're tidying up after yourself, not just at the end but throughout your time working. Regarding tool use, we have quite a number of tools around the room. We have a tool crib here with hand tools and power tools. Many of these things will be familiar to you, and please go ahead and help yourself find the screwdriver that you need. Just make sure it gets back into the same location. All of the tools must stay in the buildLab space, so if you're gluing something, make sure that you do so with enough time to remove the clamps and leave them here. We don't have any space for storage of projects, which is kind of a limitation. We're pretty tight space, so clamps, tape measures, make sure that those don't leave the room, please. All paints, stains, oils, solvents, things like that for finishing. We have a spray booth area down the hallway, and those belong in that space. In this space, wood glue is acceptable, but we don't want any kind of pigments or oils and that kind of thing. Quick orientation of the space. We have most of our saws in this corner over here. Also, our fire extinguisher here. Since I'm standing right by it, so note the fire extinguisher. Also, Danny over there is standing near our first aid kit, which is is in the staff area. So if you need first aid kits, right over there. Right here is our telephone. If there is a serious emergency, please call 911 first. We are located in building number 3, the back entrance to building number 3. 911 will dial out. Campus Safety's number is also posted near the phone if you need to get in touch. Also, even minor injuries, talk to a staff member, just say, hey, something happened, let us know so that we can make sure that the tools that were being used are in good condition and that that you're okay. We've got bandages and stuff like that, but we hope that there's no issues like that. So just returning, we've got like mostly saws in this area. Along our back wall over here, we have standing tools such as band saws and drill presses. Some additional tools located on the back wall are on rolling carts. They're used less frequently, but they can be pulled out for use. Some of those include joiner, planer, and like a hole pocketing tool and some things like that. If you want to come in here a little deeper, we have a 3-axis CNC machine with a 12-tool changer. It's a really lovely piece of equipment. Talk to a staff member if you'd like to use that. The setup time is more than maybe more than a day. So talk about file formatting and all that kind of stuff with a staff member. Also in the other corner of the space here, we have a laser cutter. A laser cutter and a vacuum former. So just a quick peek in there. Here's our laser cutter and our vacuum former. A staff member will be able to help you out with that, and look for some info sheets online for setting up files for the laser cutter. Many of our tools have a localized dust collection system. So you'll look just behind the tool for the start button. Make sure you turn it on when you're using this tool, and with regards to some of the tools like this, the bandsaw will have a little bit of momentum. Please don't step away from a tool that is still in motion. So the blade will continue to move even if you've turned the power off. Please stay with the machine and don't walk away until it's come to a complete stop. Our disc sanders are another one of those that likes to keep going. Since we're on this side of the room, here is our first aid kit, our eye wash station. We've got some other robotics in the room that are not part of our sort of general offerings, but are related to College of Architecture and Design classes. We do have some hardware available, but the expectation is that you'll be providing your own hardware for projects, such as the Can Crusher project if you're an engineering student. We may have a limited amount of scrap wood, a limited amount of somewhat random hardware, but the expectation is that you'll be providing your own hardware. I think that's it for the brief tour. My name is Jeffrey Evergreen. I'm the Director of Labs here at the College of Architecture and Design. You can find my contact information on the Architecture and Design website if you have any additional questions. We look forward to seeing you. Thanks.